Nuclear energy is the energy released by a nuclear reaction.
Fusion is the process by which two or more atomic nuclei join together or fuse to form a single heavier nucleus, creating energy. Fission refers to either nuclear reduction or radioactive decay process, which nucleuses of an atom split into smaller, lighter nuclei, often producing free neutrons and photons, and releasing a large amount of energy, even by energetic standards of radioactive decay.
Research into using nuclear power to create energy first began in 1955, though nuclear technology had been in use since World War II with the dropping of the atomic bomb. In 1955, Arco, Idaho became the first town to be powered by nuclear power. In 1963, Jersey Central Power and Light Company committed to the Oyster Creek Nuclear Power Plant, which marked the first time nuclear power was seen as an alternative to fossil fuels. By 1991, America's nuclear power plants had surpassed the record for the creation of electricity.
Since research on nuclear power first began in the 1940s, interest in it grew. The 1950s and 1960s saw the spark of interest in the new technology and power source, as demonstrated by the numerous experiments and construction of numerous nuclear power plants.
Nuclear power plants work in a similar way as normal coal-burning power plants, as in they create energy/heat to heat water into pressurized steam to turn turbines to manufacture electricity. The main difference between the two is one burns coal and one uses nuclear energy to heat the water. Nuclear power plants use fission to generate energy in the form of heat. Nuclear energy creates much less CO2 emissions than using coal. To prevent overheating, control rods made of a material that absorbs neutrons are inserted into the uranium bundle using a mechanism that can raise or lower them. Raising and lowering the control rods allow operators to control the rate of the nuclear reaction. Here are some pros and cons of nuclear fission and nuclear fusion. Nuclear fission reactions do not normally occur in nature, but nuclear fusion actually does occur in nature, such as in stars and the sun. Nuclear fission produces many highly radioactive particles, which is a con, while nuclear fusion produces few radioactive particles. The energy released by fission is 1,000,000 times greater than that released in chemical reactions, but lower than the energy released by nuclear fusion. The energy released by fusion is 3 to 4 times greater than the energy released by fission. A pro of nuclear fission is that it takes little energy to split two atoms in a fission reaction. A con of nuclear fusion is that it takes extremely high energy to bring two or more protons close enough that nuclear forces overcome their electrostatic repulsion. Our group believes that using nuclear fusion is better than nuclear fission because nuclear fusion is natural and it happens in stars. It also releases less radioactive particles into the environment.